Hello, future engineers, subscribers, viewers, and students. There is another beautiful and challenge problem in integral calculus or in statics. So I hope that through this video, your knowledge in calculus will be enhanced, thereby making you a better student. So the problem is compute the value of moment of inertia with respect to the x-axis and the y-axis for the plane region shown. So if you notice, this plane region consists of two identical right triangles, which happens that their bases coincide with the x-axis, and one sector whose axis of symmetry happens to be the y-axis, coincides with the y-axis. So there is a direct formula for moment of inertia of area of a sector with respect to an axis perpendicular to the symmetric axis. And if you can recall, that's r to the fourth over 8 quantity 2 theta plus sine of 2 theta, where theta is in radians and it is 30 degrees or pi over 6 radians in this problem. While for the moment of inertia with respect to the x-axis of these two triangles, it is base height cube over 12. And there are two, so we multiply it by 2. So Ix of the plane region therefore is Ix of the two identical right triangles plus Ix of the sector. The base here is 7.5 inches because the hypotenuse is 15. So 15 times sine of 30, this opposite here, which is equal to this, is 7.5. Then the height is 15 cosine of 30 degrees. This is cosine of 30, so that is 7.5 square root of 3 to be exact. So Ix is 2 times Ix of triangles plus Ix of sector. Then again, the Ix of triangle is base 7.5, height 7.5 square root of 3. So base height cube over 12. Then plus Ix of sector, radius to the fourth, 15 to the fourth over 8 quantity, 2 times theta, where theta is pi over 6 radians, equivalent to 30 degrees, plus sine of 2 theta. So Ix 2 times Vh cube over 12 plus r to the fourth over 8 quantity 2 theta plus sine 2 theta. Theta is pi over 6 radians, that's 30 degrees. So substitute 2 times 7.5, quantity 7.5 square root of 3 cube over 12 plus 15 to the fourth over 8, quantity 2 times pi over 6 plus sine of 2 times pi over 6. This is sine of pi over 3, or sine of 60 square root of 3 over 2. This is pi over 3. So computing and combining and simplifying, Ix is equal to 14,847 inches to the fourth. Then for the Iy, so we have Iy of two triangles. We need to use transfer formula for moment of inertia. This is the y-axis and this is the centroidal y-axis of the triangle. The moment of inertia with respect to the centroidal axis of the triangle is base. The base this time is this 7.5 square root of 3. The height is the dimension perpendicular to the y-axis. So 7.5 square root of 3 quantity cube, sorry, 7.5 square root of 3 times 7.5 quantity cube over 36. That's the moment of inertia with respect to the centroidal axis of the triangle parallel to the y-axis over 36. Then plus area of the triangle, which is 1/2 7.5 times 7.5 square root of 3, distance squared. The distance of the centroid of the triangle from the y-axis is 2/3 of 7.5, and that's 5 inches. So IY is 2 times IY of triangle plus IY of sector. IY of sector is equal to, if you can recall, R to the fourth over 8 quantity 2 theta. This is just minus sine 2 theta. So that is 5 inches, 2/3 of 7.5. IY of triangle, IY centroidal of triangle is equal to 7.5 square root of 3. That's the base. Height 7.5 cube over 36. So 7.5 square root of 3, 7.5 cube over 36 plus area of triangle 1/2 7.5 times 7.5 square root of 3 times distance square, which is 5 square. So I hope you can follow that and you know that already. So solving for IY triangle in decimal form, 1370.08 inches to the fourth. Then for the uh, IY of sector, R to the fourth over 8, quantity 2 theta minus sine of 2 theta. Substitute, theta is pi over 6. And take note that sine of 2 times pi over 6 is sine of pi over 3, which is square root of 3 over 2. So in decimal again, IY of sector is equal to 1146.48 inches to the fourth. So IY therefore is equal to 2 times 1370.08 plus 1146.48. So IY is equal to 3887 inches to the fourth. Then there is another problem here. Just to prolong a little the video, determine the ratio B over A, for which, letter A, centroidal moment of inertia of the triangle with respect to the x-axis, centroidal x-axis, is equal to the centroidal moment of inertia with respect to the y-axis. Then letter B, I, B, or moment of inertia of this triangle with respect to the base is equal to I barred y for the isosceles triangle also. So the formula for I barred x is equal to base, for the triangle, base height cube over 36. Then I barred y for the triangle, this is the centroidal y-axis. There's no, that's, there's, it is not the same as that of the I barred x of triangle. The y-axis happens to be coincident with the base, supposedly, if the right triangle is flipped such that the y-axis is horizontal. So anyway, this height here becomes the base, and the height becomes half of b, so b over 2. So it is base, which is the height, b over 2 cube over 12. Then there are two triangles that their bases coincide with the y-axis, so we multiply that by 2. So first, we'll call the height as h, as shown here, and it is equal to square root of a square minus, this is b over 2 quantity square. So therefore, it is 1/2 square root of 4a square minus b square if you're going to simplify. Again, I barred x is base height cube over 36. Then that's the height which I mentioned here. So how about I barred y? I barred y is also IY, and it is equal to the height, b over 2 cube over 12, then times 2. So IY is 2 times height, b over 2 cube over 12. If you simplify this, that's h b cube h over 48. Then equating, because that's the condition in part A, so bh cube over 36 equals b cube h over 48. If we cross multiply, or if we cancel b and h, that's h square equals 3/4 of b square. Or 4h square, if we cross multiply, 4h square equals 3b square. By extracting the square roots, or by substituting the value of 4h square here, this is 2h equals square root of 4a squared minus b squared. So 4h squared is 4a squared minus b squared. Squaring both sides. So 4h squared equals 4a squared minus b squared. Substitute here. 4a squared minus b squared equals 3b squared. So that means 4b squared equals 4a squared. Cancel 4. So a squared equals b squared. Therefore, the ratio b over a equals 1. Then for part B, IB equals I barred y. I barred y is already computed, b cubed h over 48. IB with respect to the base of the triangle, just like IY of one triangle, height b over 2 cube over 12. So this is b height cube over 12, IB. Then equate that to I barred y, which is b cubed h over 48. Then we get 4h squared equals b squared. And substituting the value of 4h squared, which is 4a squared minus b squared, then we have 4h squared equals 2b squared, or 2a squared equals b squared. Extracting the square root and forming the ratio b over a, then b over a equals square root of 2. So that's it for this video. I hope that you were able to follow the solution and the explanations.